All right, let's talk weather again, and probably right place to be right there, anywhere near water when the heat is like it is today. Huh?
Yeah, cooler by the lake.
There you
So
go.
remember, that's what you
Even
need.
better in the lake.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is going to continue to heat up, especially as we get into the second half of next week. But hey, remember, like I said earlier in the show, we're 6 months from Christmas Eve.
There you go.
Cooler weather will be here eventually. I do promise you that.
Start your shopping early.
Yes. There's a look at Fayetteville. Things are quiet and should be quiet tonight. 93 today in Fayetteville, 6 degrees above the average of 87. Average low was right where we should be for this time of the year, right at 65 degrees, and really not far off from the record of 98 set back on this day in 1953. Fort Smith is also nice and quiet, but very, very warm still. 95 was our high temperature today. You were 4 degrees above average, but still right where you should be for your morning low, right at 70 degrees. We do have a heat advisory in effect for the River Valley, as well as Sequoia and LaFleur County tomorrow for a good part of the day. In these areas, we could see heat indices, what it feels like outside, up to 110 degrees. Please limit your time outside tomorrow, folks. It's just going to be too dangerous to be outside for an extended period of time. 80s still widespread across northwest Arkansas as well as the River Valley. In fact, we've crept up a degree. 90 now in Greenwood. You got into the higher elevations of LaFleur County there, a little bit more manageable, upper 70s, but the mugginess is what really makes it feel terrible outside. And dew points are just screaming into the 70s. Very tropical-like, very rainforest-like across our area right now. But this front making its way toward our area, responsible for all sorts of storms to our north. This could fire off some storms tomorrow afternoon, which I'll show you here in the hour by hour. We should be mostly quiet tonight with a passing sprinkle, maybe a couple of showers in the River Valley tomorrow morning, maybe, but it's not until tomorrow afternoon where some, not all, but some of the models are hinting that we could see the development of some showers and storms. Now, they could develop a little bit further to the northwest, or they could develop a little bit later and miss our area and be a problem for central and eastern Arkansas. We'll have to see, but this is the latest data showing, yeah, northwest Arkansas, east of the interstate for the most part. There could be some gusty winds and hail mixed in there as well. Could primarily miss a large part of the River Valley. Again, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe some leftover storms tomorrow night. But that's something that Chief Meteorologist Darby Bybee and myself are definitely watching tomorrow's forecast, and we'll have updates throughout the day tomorrow. Now, the dew points behind that front, once it makes its passage tomorrow afternoon, look how much they drop by Monday morning. Very dry, comfortable air across northwest Arkansas. They should also make it into the River Valley. It might have a little bit harder time, but despite the heat, much drier Monday and Tuesday. Widespread 70s tonight, and then more 90s tomorrow, even though that drier air will be making its way into northwest Arkansas. And there's a look at those heat indices for tomorrow. They could be brutal tomorrow afternoon, especially in the River Valley, which is why we have the heat advisory. Extended forecast, there's those chances for rain tomorrow. Also, Tuesday night into Wednesday, we could see some rain with a thunderstorm complex. Then it just gets very, very hot, especially Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday in northwest Arkansas. Same thing in the River Valley, Paul. Triple-digit heat, near certainty as we get into the middle part of the week. And we may still be a little low on these numbers. So we could be bumping these up by a few degrees as we get closer to the end of next week.
Yikes.